Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first contest in episode 3 of the Sharks Quiz competition, proudly brought to you by Kellogg's. My name is Noble Crosby Annan, and I'll be your quiz master for today's episode. We're witnessing competition between two schools, International Community School and Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together as we welcome our contestants onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our contestants on board as we take a quick introduction and the expectations for the competition. We'll start with Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. Did I get the name correct?
Yes.
Let's introduce ourselves then.
My name is Kufe Kingsford. I expect the best for our school.
You expect the best for your school. Let's move on.
I'm Jamaza Georgina. I expect the best.
You also expect the best. Let's hear from you too.
I go by the name Potaki Dawo, and I would like to use the motto of our president: the battle is the Lord's.
The battle is the Lord's, he says. Let's hear from you too.
My name is Atu Bless. By God's will will pass through.
By God's grace, you will pass through. That's nice. Please put your hands together for them. Let's have the introduction from International Community School too. Who do we have here?
My name is Anne-Marie Jassa, and I expect that we win this.
You expect to win the competition. Let's hear from you too.
Alexis Baffo, and I expect us to perform at our best.
Inshiraba Ozefo, and I know we have the victory in Christ.
You know you have the victory in Christ. That's nice to know. Let's hear from you too.
Obrampon Aseda Ozefo, and I hope that through the grace of God we will dominate.
In the grace of God, you will dominate, you said. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our contestants. And those of you watching us at home, welcome aboard. Let's begin round 1, the right corner round, as we ask the students, the schools, 8 questions on social literacy. Correct answer attracts 10 points. A wrong answer does not attract any deduction.
Round 1 of the Sharks Quiz is brought to you by Kellogg's.
To start from the school to my right, Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. We'll start with you. I'll just call you Ave just to spare myself there, Afiadenyigba. Let's quickly go through the questions. The timer begins after I've read the first question. This is your question, Ave-DAJHS. What is the totem for the Brito clan? A, bat. B, bull. C, leopard. D, dog. Pass. Who became the first Inspector General of Police for Ghana? A, Peter Namfuri. B, Opon C, Kwesifori. D, ERT Majite. Pass. Next question. Who was the first man to attempt a coup d'etat in Ghana? A, JB Dankwa. B, J.A. Ankra. C, E.K. Kotoka. D, Benjamin Ahwiati.
J.A. Ankra.
J.A. Ankra is wrong. The next question. Who founded the National Liberation Movement? A, J.W. B, Bafo Seyakoto. C, J.B. Dankwa. D, K.A. Buzia.
C
is wrong. Next question. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Liberia.
Pass.
Algeria.
Pass.
In which country do we have the largest volcano on Earth? A, Brazil. B, Bolivia. C, Jordan. D, Argentina.
Pass.
Next question. In which country do we have the largest volcano on Earth? A, USA. B, Canada. C, Australia. D, Israel.
Pass.
Let's go to question number 1. What is the totem for the Brito clan? A, bat. B, bull. C, leopard. D, dog.
Leopard.
That is right. Next question. Who became the first Inspector General of Police for Ghana? Peter Namfuri, Opon Kwesifori, ERT Majite.
ERT Majite.
ERT Majite is the right answer. The 5th question. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Liberia.
Pass.
Algeria.
Pass.
Unfortunately, you've been bailed out. Liberia gained her independence in 1847, Algeria in 1962. A round of applause to Ave-Afiadenyigba, DA, JHS, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's do it better for them. Let's do it better for them to motivate them. In set B, International Community School, are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
The same rules apply to you as well. Let's begin. Your timer starts after I've read the first question. In which year did Benjamin Ave-Afiadenyigba attempt to overthrow Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? A is 1958, B is 1960, C 1966, D 1972.
1966.
1966 is wrong. Next question. Who organized the coup d'etat that overthrew Dr. Nkrumah? A. E.K. Kotoka, B. J.B. Ankra, C. Ike Achampong, D. K.A. Buzia.
J.A. Ankara.
J.A. Ankra is wrong. Next question. Where is the hometown of General Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka? A. Accra, B. Alakple, C. Ketu, D. Kumasi.
Pass.
Pass. Next question. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Ethiopia.
Pass.
Pass. Libya.
Pass.
Pass. In which country do we have the hottest place on earth? A. Libya, B. China, C. USA, D. Saudi Arabia.
USA.
USA is wrong. Next question. In which country do we have the widest waterfall on earth? A. India, B. Laos, C. Cambodia, D. Russia.
Pass.
We're passing question number 7 to your last question. In which country do we have the highest waterfall? A. Russia, B. Japan, C. Venezuela, D. Sudan.
Pass.
Pass. Question number 3. Where is the hometown of General Emmanuel Kwesi Kotoka? A. Accra, B. is Alakple, C. Ketu, D. Kumasi.
Kumasi.
Kumasi is wrong. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Ethiopia.
Pass.
Pass. And the answer to that question is 1941. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of round 1 of the first contest in episode 3. At the end of the contest, here are scores. ICS Accra had 0 points. Ave-Afiadenyigba, DA, JHS had 20 points. A round of applause, please. Nice one, nice one, nice one. That brings us to the beginning of round 2.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beats are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me.
That must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are making a mark in Africa, building leaders and entrepreneurs who would push boundaries to rewrite the African story. Through ethical leadership, innovation, this is Africa. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Academic City. The first 250 new students who register with Academic City this year enjoy up to 50% discount on tuition fee. Visit www.act.edu.gh/admissions to apply now. You are the future. Choose ACT. Make your mark.
Before we bring you round two, let's have substitution for one of the schools. International Community School would like to make a substitution. Let's put our hands together. And Jordan, I understand you would want to flip your card. You're welcome. For the sake of those watching us at home, please introduce yourself.
My name is Jordan.
And what do you expect?
I expect for us to do our best.
You expect for you to win the competition. Please, let's put our hands together as we begin round two. And here are the rules of engagement. The questions will border on writing, reading, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. Wrong answer attracts a penalty of 5 points. If a school gets an answer wrong and decides not to attempt a question, it will be passed on immediately as a bonus to the competing school for a maximum of 5 points for a correct answer or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Is that clear, contestants? Are we clear on the rules? Do we have any questions?
No.
Let's go on. Please listen carefully. Spell the following words. I'll start with International Community School. Since I started round one with Ave-Afiadenyigba, International Community School. Spell this word. Chauffeur.
C-H-A-U-F-F-E-U-R.
C-H-A-U-F-F-E-U-R is the correct spelling for chauffeur. It means the person hired to drive a private automobile or automobile. Please reminder to ring the bell, get acknowledged before you answer, okay? Next question to Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. Spell this word. Liaison. A person who maintains connections between people or groups. Will ICS attempt as a bonus?
L-A-I-S-O-N.
Unfortunately, that is not the spelling for liaison. The word is spelled L-I-A-I-S-O-N. It means a person who maintains connections between people or groups. Your main question, ICS. Spell the word chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum or chrysanthemum. It means a widely cultivated plant with brightly colored flower heads.
Pass.
Bonus to Ave. Unfortunately, we've been bailed out. The word is spelled C-H-R-Y-S-A-N-T-H-E-M-U-M. A widely cultivated plant with brightly colored flower heads. Your main question, Ave-Afiadenyigba, spell this word. Apocryphal. It is a means of questionable authenticity, as in a story or statement. Apocryphal.
Pass.
A bonus to International Community School, ICS.
Pass.
The word is spelled A-P-O-C-R-Y-P-H-A-L. Of questionable authenticity, as in a story or statement. Locals want to pronounce it as apocryphal? Please listen to these as well. This is the preamble. I need you to listen attentively. What is the collective noun that refers to a group of, and that is your major question, International Community School? What is the collective noun that refers to a group of apes? You've been... did the bell go before they rang? Okay, so I understand the bell went before you rang. Unfortunately, you will not be able to answer. A bonus to you.
Pass.
Pass. The correct answer to the question is shrewdness. 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 Your major question, Ave-Afiadenyigba. What is the collective noun that refers to a group of artists?
A company.
Unfortunately, you were wrong. Bonus to ICS, and we've been bailed out. The answer is troop. 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 Next question. What is the collective noun that refers to a group of asses for ICS? And you've been bailed out. Bonus to Ave. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a drove or a pace of asses. Please, let's put our hands together. Next question, and it is your major question, Ave-Afiadenyigba. What is the collective noun that refers to a group of baboons? Bonus to...
A parliament.
Let's put our hands together, please. ICS, your major question, I understand this is, what is the least common multiple of the first 7 positive integers? What is the least common multiple of the first 7 positive integers? And a bonus to Ave-Afiadenyigba.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 420. 420. 420. Next question. To your major question, Ave-Afiadenyigba. The numbers 2021. A, B, C, D, 2001 form an arithmetic sequence. What is the value of A plus D? The numbers 2021, A, B, C, D, 2001 form an arithmetic sequence. What is the value of A plus D? Bonus to ICS.
Pass.
ICS is also asking us to pass. Does anybody in the audience know the answer to this question? This is a question that I'm sure you know what the answer is. If you had listened attentively, you'd have known what the answer is. The question is the numbers 2021, that is a number. And then I went on to say A is not a number, B not a number, C not a number, D not a number, and then I said 2001. Form an arithmetic sequence. What is the value of A plus D? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 4022. 4022. 4022. Let's move on to the next question. That will be your major question, ICS. A dodecahedron has 12 regular pentagonal faces. How many edges does it have? ICS, take it away.
60.
60 is wrong. Bonus to Ave-Afiadenyigba. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 30. 30. 30. Next question. Your major question, Ave-Afiadenyigba. Convert 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1 base 2 to base 8. You've been bailed out. Bonus to ICS.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 45 base 8. 45 base 8. Next question. A square with a side length 4 is rotated around one of its sides to form a cylinder. What is the surface area of the cylinder? Express your answer in terms of pi. A square with side length of 4 is rotated around one of its sides to form a cylinder. What is the surface area of the cylinder? Express your answer in terms of pi. Bonus to Ave-Afiadenyigba, JHS. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is 64 pi. 64 pi. Your major question, Ave-Afiadenyigba, JHS. How many prime numbers have a unit digit of 2?
Pass.
Pass. Bonus to ICS.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 1. 1 is the answer. Major question, ICS. What is the sum of all prime numbers between 55 and 65? What is the sum of all prime numbers between 55 and 65? ICS?
120.
120. 20 is the correct answer. Ladies, please put your hands together. 120 is the correct answer. Next question. What is the greatest common divisor of 198 and 306?
2.
The answer is not 2. You are fortunately wrong. Bonus to ICS.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 18. 18. 1, 8. And that brings us to the end of round 2 with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now find out the marks and scores at the end of round 2 of the competition. At the end of the second round, Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS had 0 points and International Community School had 10 points. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And that introduces us to round 3. Before we begin round 3, we'd like to make a quick substitution for Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. Let's put our hands together for who is substituting who. We can do it better, can't we? We can do it better, can't we? And welcome to round 3 of the Sharks Quiz competition. In the first contest of episode 3, these are the rules of engagement in round 3. Questions appeals to both schools. Schools can buzz in at any time while the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points for correct answers and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Questions will be read fully and immediately passed on to the other school for a chance at a bonus worth 10 points for a right answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Before we begin round 3, let's find out who has joined us from Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS. Tell us your name and what you expect.
My name is Koshiga Kelvin. I hope we will win this competition.
He hopes they will win the competition. Please put your hands together for them. Contestants, do you understand the rules of engagement in round 3? Do we understand?
Yes.
Are we okay?
Yes.
Do we have any questions? No. If we're ready, let's go on. First question, what name is given to the rapidly moving stream of charged particles that is being driven away from the sun? ICS?
Photons.
Say that again.
Photons.
Photons, unfortunately, is not the right answer. A bonus to Ave-Afiadenyigba.
Pass.
Pass. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is solar wind. Solar wind. Next question to the two schools. Of the following 4 times, which one best represents the time it takes energy generated in the core of the sun to reach the surface of the sun and be radiated? Of the following 4 times, which one best represents the time it takes for energy generated in the core of the sun to reach the surface of the sun and be radiated? A, 3 times. B, 30 days. C, 1,000 years. D, 1 million years. The options again.
1,000 years.
Before ICS bars, the options are 3 minutes, 30 days, 1,000 years, 1 million years.
1,000 years.
Say that again.
1,000 years.
1,000 years, unfortunately, is wrong. Bonus to Ave.
Pass.
Pass.
Pass. The answer is 1 million years. 1 million years. Please speak up, okay? Speak up into your microphone. Let's move on to the next question. The English nickname for this constellation is the Chained Maiden. What is the astronomical name for this constellation? The answer to the question, ladies and gentlemen, is Andromeda or Andromeda. Next question to both schools. Which part of the brain is used for thinking and making decisions? Ave-Afiadenyigba DA.
The medulla oblongata.
The medulla oblongata. Let's get a reaction from the judges. The answer is forebrain. 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 Next question. In an electric circuit, if two 5 ohms resistors are wired in parallel, then the overall resistance of the circuit is 2.5 amperes. What is the overall resistance if 5 ohm resistors are wired in series? I'll ask the question again. In an electrical circuit, if two 5 ohms resistors are wired in parallel, then the overall resistance of the circuit is 2.5 amperes. What is the overall resistance if 5 ohm resistors are wired in series? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to that question is 10 amperes. 10 amperes. Let's move on. The groups in the periodic table are the columns. What term refers to the elements in the rows of the periodic table? ICS?
Period.
Period. That is correct. Put your hands together for them. Next question. Which part of the brainstem regulates your heartbeats? Which part of the brainstem regulates your heartbeats? ICS?
Cerebrum.
Say that again.
Cerebrum.
Cerebrum is incorrect. Bonus to Ave. You've been bailed out. The answer to that question is the medulla oblongata. Next question. Which part of the body is the control center for the nervous system? Ave-Afiadenyigba, your answer is?
The brain.
The brain, you're right. Please put your hands together for them. Next question. What is the largest part of the human brain? ICS?
The cerebrum.
The cerebrum is correct. Please put your hands together for them. Last question in round 3. In which part of the respiratory system does gaseous exchange take place? ICS?
The lungs.
The lungs is incorrect. Okay. The lungs is correct, ladies and gentlemen. The lungs is correct. From the judges, the lungs is correct. And that's it for round 3. Let's put our hands together as we end round 3. We've ended round 3 right now. The Sharks Quiz competition is proudly brought to you by Kellogg's with a host of other sponsors, including Academic City College, Family Health, Medical School, Ashesi University, and the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our sponsors. And these are the scores at the end of round 3. At the end of round 3, Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS had 5 points. ICS Accra had 15 points. Round of applause, please. That introduces us to the beginning of round 4. Let's leave our English competitors on the stage as the rest take leave of us.
The Sharks Quiz Round 4 is brought to you by Indomie.
Contestants, you're buzzing to indicate your preparedness to answer the question. Let's try your buzzers. It works perfectly. Yours also works perfectly. Please listen carefully. Give the best explanation for the idiomatic expression to mind one's P's and Q's. A, to be cautious. B, to be accurate and precise in behavior. C, to be careful of one's accounts. D, to be careful of one's personality.
D.
ICS?
A.
I can hear you, please.
A.
A is wrong. A is wrong. A is wrong. The correct answer is B. You need to buzz to indicate your preparedness to answer the question. Still in English, please listen carefully. Choose the odd one out. A, proximate. B, stages. C, levels. D, degrees.
Proximate.
Proximate is correct. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it for the English segment. Mathematics contestants, please join me on stage. Mathematics contestants for Ave-Afiadenyigba, DA, JHS. Please listen carefully to these questions. A shallow reflecting pond has length 80 meters and width 75 meters, and the pond is filled with water to a depth of 28 centimeters. The pond is drained for cleaning and then refilled to the same depth by a hose that can add 48 cubic meters of water to the pond per hour. Question is, in how many minutes does the hose refill the pond? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 2,100. 2,100. Next question in mathematics. The average daily high temperature for February 2020 in Dallas was 42 Fahrenheit, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. The average daily high temperature for March 2022 in Dallas was 57 degrees Fahrenheit. 57 Fahrenheit. What was the average daily high temperature in Dallas in degrees Fahrenheit over the 60 days in February and March 2020? Express your answer as a decimal to the nearest hundredth. The answer, contestant, is 49.75 degrees. 49.75 degrees. Let's put our hands together for our mathematics contestants and invite onto the stage the science competitors. Contestants, the same rules apply to you. You're buzzing to indicate your readiness to answer the question. If you're ready, contestants, let's get ready to roll. I need you to tilt your microphone down a little. This is your question. Ravi has two identical pieces of paper. He crushed one of them and left the other as it is. He wanted to find out which would be able to stay in the air for a longer time. He dropped both papers from the same height and observed that the crushed ball of paper landed before the normal piece of paper did. He repeated the experiment 3 times and obtained the same results each time. Based on the experiment above, what conclusion can be made about the structure of seeds which are dispersed by wind? A. You have an answer?
Oh, no, that was a miss it.
I can hear you.
That was a miss it.
That was a mistake. The judges will decide on that. I'll quickly read through the questions. A. Seeds dispersed by wind have to be light and small so that it can be carried over a longer distance. Unfortunately, you bailed, and according to the judges, you won't be able to answer. So the options: seeds dispersed by wind have to be light and small so that it can be carried over a longer distance. B. Seeds dispersed by wind have to be round so that it can land quickly on the ground to germinate. C. Seeds dispersed by wind are heavier so that it can land quickly on the ground to germinate. D. Seeds dispersed by wind have to have a wing-like structure so that it can stay in the air for a longer time to travel further away from its parent plant. Your answer is D. Ladies and gentlemen, D is the correct answer. Let's pay attention to the rules of the game, all right? Next question. South Africa, Australia, Brazil, India, Madagascar, and Hawaii are areas which have been marked as hotspots for plant extinction. These countries have large portion of the population depending on primary industries like agriculture for a living. Which of the following is or are possible solutions for slowing down plant extinction? 1. Providing botanists with funds to come up with and execute conservation programs. 2. More emphasis placed on identifying and recording plant specimens. 3. Government could grant subsidies to farmers to explore new methods of farming. Example is hydroponics. 4. Educating the public on the importance of plant and animal conservation through conservation campaigns and fundraising efforts. 5. Educating local children to recognize local plants and inoculate a love for nature in the long term. These are your possible answers. A, options 1 and 4. B, options 1, 3, 4, and 5. C, options 1 and 2. D, all of the above. Ave-Afiadenyigba DA.
Option 1 and 2.
Options 1 and 2, you're wrong. Now the bonus. ICS.
All of the above.
All of the above, ladies and gentlemen, is the right answer. Please put your hands together for them. Let's invite contestants for general knowledge. General knowledge quickly on the stage. General knowledge, you're welcome. The rules apply to you as well. You must to indicate your preparedness to answer a question. Identify this Ghanaian football player who plies his trade with Arsenal. Ave-Afiadenyigba.
Party.
Party, ladies and gentlemen, is the correct answer. Thomas. Next question. Watch this clip. Identify this Indian movie which was a blockbuster hit. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been bailed out. Does any of you here have an answer to that question? Well, we've been bailed out already, but what do you think is the answer? What's running through your head? You don't know. The answer is Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire. Please put your hands together for our contestants. Put your hands together for our contestants. And that's it for the end of round 4. That's the end of round 4. We invite the other contestants to join us on stage. Join us on stage quickly. Contestants, you're welcome. Let's put our hands together to welcome our contestants back on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 4th round, ICS Accra had 20 points. And Ave-Afiadenyigba JHS also had 20 points. We have a tie here. We have a tie that will need to break with a tiebreaker. And in the tiebreaker, we're asking you a question. The fastest to answer the question correctly gets the mark and wins the competition. There are no deductions in the tie-breaking round of the competition. Please choose the odd one out. A, obstruct. B, boost. C, nurture. D, promote.
Boost. Obstruct.
ICS, your buzzer is on. Please give us an answer.
Obstruct.
Ladies and gentlemen, an obstruct is the right answer, and the tie has been broken. When you're caught up in the moment, you sometimes forget the rules of engagement. He started saying boost before he remembered he had to press the buzzer. Please, let's put our hands together for the contestants. Let's put our hands together for the contestants. We've come to the end of the first contest of episode 3. My name is Noble Crosby Annan. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we're having schools, La Wireless 5 competing against Services Junior High School for the second contest. Let's put our hands together for our competitors, for our schools. Remember that the Sharks Quiz is brought to you by Kellogg's. It is also sponsored by Indomie, Academic City College, Family Health Medical School, Ashesi University, and Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for ourselves for staying through the program. Those of you watching us at home, it's been a pleasure coming your way again with episode 3, the first contest. My name is Noble Crosby Annan. We're back with another fiercely contested competition. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beat are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
You know me.
That must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles. Tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are making a mark in Africa, building leaders and entrepreneurs who would push boundaries to rewrite the African story. Through ethical leadership, innovation, this is Africa. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Academic City. The first 250 new students who register with Academic City this year enjoy up to 50% discount on tuition fee. Visit www.act.edu.gh/admissions to apply now. You are the future. Choose ACT. Make your mark.
Hello and welcome to the second contest of episode 3 of the Sharks Quiz Competition Season 5. My name is Noble Crosby Annan. The Sharks Quiz Competition is brought to you by Kellogg's. It is also sponsored by Indomie, Academic City College, Associate University, Family Medical School, Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. We here at the Sharks Quiz, we were concerned about the total development of students and their all-round learning. We asked them questions in English, mathematics, social studies, general knowledge, and as I say, anything relevant. Welcome on board to the Sharks Quiz episode 3, the second contest between Wireless 5 Primary and Junior High School, as well as Services Primary and Junior High School. Let's put our hands together and welcome our contestants onto the stage. Contestants, welcome to the stage. I'm sure you're ready for the competition. As the contestants have joined us, let's quickly go to them for some quick introductions, as well as briefly the expectations ahead of the competition, starting with the school. To my right, Services Primary and Junior High School.
I am Etelata Kuipwa. I believe that through the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, we'll be able to sail through this quiz.
My name is Kekade Alfonso. I pray that we win this competition.
That's nice.
My name is Jesse Boni, and I hope that we will win the competition with the grace of God.
My name is Vanessa Mausi Ahin. Hopefully, God being on our side, we will be able to win.
Good to know, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Services Primary and Junior High School. Poised for action. They're going to need your support. For those of us here, we're also going to need your support for those of you watching us at home. Let's have the introduction of Wirest 5 Primary and Junior High School.
Alexander Answer is my name, and I'm here to give it a try and strive for the crown.
That's nice.
I'm Felicia Ayonu, and by God's grace, I know we are going to be the head, not the tail.
I'm Ishmael Boche, and our performances will show. Thank you.
My name is Charity Ali, and I'm expecting the will of God should be done.
Please put your hands together for Wirest 5 Primary and Junior High School. They say God first. Services Primary and Junior High School say accept the Lord. We'll see what happens in the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the rules governing round 1 of the contest. This is the right corner round. The school has 2 minutes to answer questions. 8 questions on social literacy. The correct answer attracts 10 points. The wrong answer attracts no deduction. And advice is get as many points as you can in round 1. We'll start with Services Primary and Junior High School. I'm sure you understand the rules and regulations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the right corner round. The first question, and the timer begins after I have read the first question. Who organized the coup d'etat that overthrew Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? A. E.K. Kotoka. B. J.A. Ankara. C. I.K. Champon. And D. K.A. Buzia. B is wrong. Who founded the National Liberation Movement, the NLM? A. J.W. Say. B. Bafo Seyakoto. C. J.B. Dankwa. D. K.A. Buzia.
Pass.
Pass. When was the Gold Coast Lands Bill introduced? A. 1800. B. 1960. C. 1844. D. 1997.
Pass.
Pass. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Sudan.
1960.
1960 is wrong. Morocco.
Pass.
Pass. Which is the largest bird on earth? A. Ostrich. B. Greyhound. C. Falcon. D. Hummin. Ostrich is the right answer. Which is the largest continent on earth? A. Africa. B. Asia. C. Europe. D. South America.
Asia.
Asia is the right answer. Which animal is regarded as the fastest on earth? A. Ostrich. B. Giraffe. C. Cheetah. D. Dog.
Cheetah.
Cheetah is the right answer. You pass the second question. Who founded the National Liberation Movement, the NLM? A. J.W. Say. B. Bafo Say Akoto. C. J.B. Dankwa. D. K.A. Buzia.
D.
I didn't hear that louder.
D.
D is wrong. You pass the third question. When was the Gold Coast Lands Bill introduced? A. 1800s. B. 1960. C. 1844. D. 1897.
1844.
1844 is wrong. Fifth question. Which year did the following African countries gain their independence? Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, they've been belled out. A round of applause to our contestants. A round of applause to our contestants. Services International School, you've done well for answering as many questions as you can in the first round. It's now time to hear from Wirest 5 Primary and Junior High School. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we begin the first round with them. Wirest 5, the rules and regulations governing round 1 are clearly understood. Am I right?
Yes, please.
If you're ready to begin, I am. Let's move on. The time starts after I've read the first question. Are we okay?
Yes, please.
First question, which British governor first brought cocoa into the Gold Coast? A. Charles McCarthy. B. Lord Listowel. C. Branford Griffith. D. Gordon Gaggisberg.
A.
A is wrong. When was the Aborigines Right Protection Society, ARPS, founded in the Gold Coast? A. 1900. B. 1966. C. 1897. D. 1844.
C.
C is the right answer. Who founded the Aborigines Right Protection Society? A. Bafo Seyakoto. B. Kwame Nkrumah. C. Opoku Wari II. D. J.W. Say.
D.
D is the right answer. Country and year of independence. Which year did Guinea gain its independence?
1940.
1940 is wrong. Cameroon. Which year did Cameroon gain its independence?
1976.
1976 is wrong. In which country do we have the largest lagoon on earth? Is it A. Mexico, B. Brazil, C. Egypt, or D, Angola?
Angola.
Angola is wrong. Which animal is regarded as the fastest in water? A, flying fish. B, dolphin. C, black marlin. D, macaque.
Macaque.
Macaque is wrong. Which is the smallest bird on earth? Your last question. Falcon as A, B is ostrich, C is dove, D is hummingbird.
A.
A, ladies and gentlemen, is wrong. Please put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for them. And that brings us to the end of round 1 of the contest. At the end of the first round, Services Junior High School had 30 points and La Wireless 5 Primary and Junior High School had 20 points. Please put your hands together for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I read to you the rules and regulations governing round 2. Questions will bother on writing, reading, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a 5-point penalty. If the school gets an answer wrong and decides not to attempt the question, it will be passed to the other school as a bonus to the computer school for a maximum of 5 points for a correct answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Do we have any questions, please?
Yes.
Please put your hands together as we begin round 2 of the contest. Round 2, the first question to La Wireless 5 Primary and Junior High School. Please choose the odd one out. Choose the odd one out. A, expect. B, forsake. C, require. D, call for.
Call for.
Call for is wrong. Bonus to Services Primary and Junior High School.
Forsake.
Forsake, ladies and gentlemen, is the right answer. Please put your hands together for them. Your major question, Services Primary and Junior High School. Choose the odd one out. A, incessant. B, recurrent. C, frequent. D, repeated.
A.
A is correct. Put your hands together for them. Incessant is the right answer. Your major question, La Wireless 5. Choose the odd one out. A, detached. B, withdrawn. C, removed. D, assemble.
Assemble.
Assemble is the right answer. Put your hands together for them. Your major question, Services Primary and Junior High School. Choose the odd one out. A, blank out. B, recollect. C, remember. D, think back.
A.
A is the right answer. Please put your hands together for them. Please listen to this carefully. This is a preamble to both schools. Which one word refers to the study of these areas? Which one word refers to the study of these areas? Do we understand the preamble?
Yes.
Agent.
Yes.
Pass. Bonus.
Engineering.
Say that again.
Engineering.
Engineering is the wrong answer, ladies and gentlemen. Engineering is the wrong answer. Which one word refers to the study of this area 2? Services. Books.
Pass.
Pass. Bonus to La Wireless 5. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is bibliography. Bibliography. That is the study of books. Your major question, La Wireless 5 Primary and JHS. Which one word refers to the study of this? Air in motion.
Pass.
Pass. Bonus to Services Primary and Junior High School.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is the right answer. Your major question, Services Primary and Junior High School. Which one word refers to the study of this? Air or mechanical properties. Air and mechanical properties.
Pass.
Pass. Bonus to La Wireless 5.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is pneumatics. Pneumatics. Pneumatics is one word that refers to the study of air and mechanical properties. Your major question, La Wireless 5, please listen carefully. At Ripley's Donut Shop, 1/2 dozen donuts and a cup of coffee cost 3 cedis 75 pesos. Given that a cup of coffee cost 1 cedi 35 pesos, how much will 9 donuts and 4 cups of coffee cost? Express your answer in cedis to the nearest hundredth. Bonus to Services Primary and Junior High School.
6.6.
Say that again.
6.
6. Ladies and gentlemen, is the wrong answer. The answer is 9. The answer is 9. Your major question, Services Primary and Junior High School. What is the product? Please listen carefully. What is the product of the mean of the list 2, 10, 11, 15, 9, 7, and the median of the list 2, minus 2, 19, 29, 4, 2, 16, 18, 24, 23, and 6. Bonus to Lawala's 5.
Pass.
Pass. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 144. 144. Major question, Lawala's 5. The points, listen carefully, the points A, B, C, and D lie in that order, lie on a line in that order. The points A, B, C, and D lie on a line in that order. The distance from A to C is 16. The distance from B to D is 27. If the distance from A to D is 33, then what is the distance from B to C? The answer is 10. Major question, services primary and junior high school. Listen carefully. At a high school graduation ceremony, 576 students are receiving their diplomas. If the announcer takes 10 seconds to read each student's name as they walk across the stage, then how many hours will it take for all of the students to have their names called by the announcer? Express your answer as a decimal to the nearest tenth.
58.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is wrong. Bonus to Lawala's 5.
Pass.
But why did you say 58? Express your answer as a decimal. The answer is 1.6. 1.6. Major question, Lawala's 5. What is the fewest number of square tiles? What is the fewest number of square tiles with side length 9 inches of a rectangular room that measures 12 feet by 15 feet? There are 12 inches in 1 foot. What is the fewest number of square tiles with side length 9 inches that are needed to completely cover the floor of a rectangular room that measures 12 feet by 15 feet? There are 12 inches in 1 foot. 15 seconds on the clock.
Pass.
Bonus to services primary and junior high school.
Pass.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 320. 320. Major question, services. Listen carefully. Christy had an average score of 91 in her 4 algebra tests. If she removed her higher score, then the average of the remaining test would only be 89. If Christy's score on the next 2 algebra tests are equal to a higher score, then what will her average be on her algebra tests?
Pass.
Bonus to Lawala's 5.
Pass.
The answer is 93. The answer is 93. Next question, your major question, Lawala's 5. Listen carefully. 8 identical square tiles are laid out in a 4x2 grid so that none of the tiles overlap and there is no space between the tiles. The perimeter of this arrangement is 72 inches. What is the area of one of the tiles in square inches? 8 identical square tiles are laid out in a 4x2 grid so that one of the tiles overlap and there's no space between the tiles. The perimeter of this arrangement is 72 inches. What is the area of one of the tiles in square inches?
Pass.
Bonus to services primary and junior high school.
Pass.
Pass. The answer is 36. The answer is 36. Major question, services. Listen carefully. A cube with an edge of length 12 centimeters. A cube with an edge of length 12 centimeters is filled 5/8 full of water. How many cubic centimeters of the cube are not filled by water? How many cubic centimeters of the cube are not filled by water?
Pass.
Pass. Bonus to Lawala's 5.
Pass.
Pass. The answer is 648. 648. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of round 2. Round of applause to our contestants. In round 2, Lawala's 5 had 5 points, just like their name says. And Services Primary and Junior High School had 10 points. Please put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for the contestants.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beat are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
That must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Contestants, welcome to round 3 of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3 of the Sharks Quiz competition, the second contest in episode 3. These are the rules governing round 3. Contestants, I'll need you to listen carefully. Ask questions if you do not understand. In round 3, the questions are posed to both schools. The questions are posed to both schools. Schools can buzz in at any time while the questions are being read for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. The questions will be read fully and immediately passed on to the other school for a chance at a bonus worth 10 points for a right answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. Do we have any questions?
No, please.
Are you ready, contestants?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin round 3. Which 2 planets are never visible at midnight? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to that question is Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus. Next question. Please listen carefully. Most stars are cooler than the sun. These stars, the planets, interstellar clouds, and star-forming regions emit most of their radiant energy in the A, visible region, B, X-ray region, C, ultraviolet region, D, infrared region. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is D, the infrared region, the infrared region, the infrared region. Next question. This term is Arabic for restoration, and its fundamental theorem states that non-constant polynomials have roots in the complex numbers. Its techniques include foiling and completing the square. For 10 points, name this branch of mathematics that solves equations and uses variables like x. Services?
Algebra.
Algebra, ladies and gentlemen, is correct for La Wireless 5. For La Wireless 5. For La Wireless 5. For La Wireless 5. Listen to this carefully, contestants. It is a preamble. Identify the following types of forces. For 10 points each, this force occurs when a particle undergoes uniform circular motion. It always points inward. This force occurs, right, services?
Centripetal force.
Centripetal force is the right answer. Put your hands together for them. Next question. This force, which acts between surfaces in motion relative to each other, is proportional to their normal force. This force causes a block sliding across the table to slow down.
Frictional force.
Ladies and gentlemen, frictional force is the right answer. For 10 points, identify this lab procedure where pure vapors of a liquid are captured and condensed, which is used to obtain a pure liquid from a mixture. Identify this lab procedure where pure vapors of a liquid are captured and condensed, which is used to obtain a pure liquid from a mixture. Lawal is 5.
Condensation.
Condensation is the wrong answer. Services, you have a bonus.
Okay. Distillation.
Ladies and gentlemen, distillation is the right answer. Ladies and gentlemen, contestants, those of you watching us at home, this is a preamble that I'll need you to listen carefully. Silicon is one, but it does not emit light because its band gap is indirect. Silicon is one, but it does not emit light because its band gap is indirect. For 10 points each, identify these materials whose conductivity is enhanced above that of insulators by the presence of holes, among other properties. Whose conductivity is enhanced above that of insulators by the presence of holes. Whose conductivity is enhanced. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a semiconductor. A semiconductor. A semiconductor. Next question. Please listen carefully. This process, which sees the introduction of impurities to improve the conductivity of the semiconductor, depending on the type of element used, it can be N or type P. Services.
Doping.
The answer is doping, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is doping. The answer is doping. It can be the N-type or the P-type. The N-type or the P-type. Next question. Fundamental to radios and computers. These elements use semiconductors to act as switches or amplifiers or to replace vacuum tubes. Lawal is 5.
Transistors.
Could you say that again?
Transistors.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that answer is the right answer. Put your hands together for them. Next question. Please listen carefully. What is the largest glandular organ in the human body? What is the largest glandular organ in the human body? The largest glandular organ in the human body. The answer is the liver. The answer is the liver. Please put your hands together as we have come to the end of round 3 of the Sharks Quiz competition. Please put your hands together for the contestants. Contestants, that has been the end of round 3. We're going into round 4 pretty shortly. And anything can happen in round 4. Anything can happen in round 4. Let's wait on the judges for the scores at the end of the 3rd round of the competition. At the end of round 3, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you watching us at home, here are our scores. Lawal is 5 at 15 points. Put your hands together for them. And Services Primary and Junior High School had 40 points. Please put your hands together for them. Contestants are ready for round 4, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Let's welcome round 4.
The Sharks Quiz round 4 is brought to you by Indomie.
Round 4, I need the contestants to leave their representatives for English language as they make some substitutions. Contestants, welcome to the English language segment of round 4. We'll try your buzzers first. Services, try your buzzer. It works perfectly. Try yours. Try yours. That works perfectly too. Round 4, question 1 in English language. What is the best explanation for idiomatic expression? To talk shop. A, to talk nonsense. B, to talk reasonably. C, to talk about business or professional affairs. D, to abuse someone. Lawal is 5.
B.
Say that again.
B.
B, ladies and gentlemen, is the wrong answer. The answer The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is C, to talk about business, professional affairs. To talk about business or professional affairs. Next question in English language. A child of unusual or remarkable talent is referred to as A, B, diligent, C, freak, D, prodigy. Services?
Scholar.
Scholar is wrong. Bonus.
A.
A is scholar and A is wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer to that question is prodigy. Prodigy. And that's it for the English segment. Please put your hands together for the contestants. Put your hands together for the contestants. And let's welcome onto the stage the mathematics competitors. Contestants, are you ready? Are you ready, contestants?
Yes.
I'll need you to listen attentively, know what the question wants from you, and answer by indicating your preparedness on the buzzer. Are you ready, contestants?
Yes, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the mathematics segment, this is the first question. Benedicta spends a day in a room watching an analog clock. Sometime in the afternoon, she writes down the measure in degrees of the smaller angle between the minute and the hour hand. Exactly 3 hours later, she notes that the time is between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and that the hour and minute hands form an angle of 72 degrees. What number did Benedicta write down? What number did Benedicta write down? Ladies and gentlemen, the number Benedicta wrote down is 162. 162, 162. Last question in mathematics. Each face of a cube is painted red, white, or blue. Each face of a cube is painted red, white, or blue. The probability of any particular color appearing on any particular face is 1/3. What is the probability that the cube has at least 2 corners where 3 faces of the same color meet? Express your answer as a common fraction. Express your answer as a common fraction. Each face of a cube is painted red, white, or blue. The probability of any particular color appearing on any particular face is 1/3. What is the probability that the cube has at least 2 corners where 3 faces of the same color meet? Express your answer as a common fraction. 5 seconds on the clock. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 23/81. 23/81. And that's it for the mathematics segment. Please put your hands together for the contestants and motivate them. Motivate them, motivate them. Let's bring on the science participants. Science, 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 science. Contestants, you're welcome. The rules apply to you as well. The rules apply to you. If you're ready, you indicate your readiness by buzzing. When you buzz, we'll come to you for an answer. We shall not wait for an answer. In science, what are all the features of the respiratory system, circulatory system, and digestive system they have in common? What are all the features of the respiratory system, circulatory system, and the digestive system have in common? 1. Both are well connected with a network of blood capillaries for diffusion of materials. 2. Both consist of same specialized cells. 3. Both have special structural adaptations to allow them to carry out their functions efficiently. 4. Both are present in large numbers. Your options are these. A, options 1 and 4. B, options 2, 3, and 4. C, options 1, 3, and 4. D, all of the above. Services.
D.
Say that again.
All of the above.
All of the above. All of the above is the right answer. Put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for them. Listen to this carefully too. It is quite lengthy. I need you to pay critical attention. Humans are able to see visible light, which can be split into 7 colors. Light travels in waves, and waves can have long wavelengths or short wavelengths. Light waves can be scattered when it collides with particles in the air. The longer the wavelength, the harder it is to scatter them when it is traveling through the air or the media. And the more likely that it will reach our eyes such that we can see that color. Based on the information I've just said, select all statements which are true about sunsets. 1. We can see orange and red during sunsets, as the red light has been mostly scattered into the air. 2. Sunsets are orange and red because red and yellow light is scattered the least, and most of it has reached our eyes. 3. Blue, indigo, and violet light is easily scattered due to its small wavelengths. 4. All 7 colors of light are scattered to some degree when they travel through the air. Your options are these, contestants. A. Options 1 and 4. B. Options 1, 3, and 4. C. Options 2 and 3. D. Options 2, 3, and 4. Lawal's 5.
B.
Say that again.
B.
B.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, is the wrong answer. The answer to that question, options 2 and 3, is C. Options 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them as they take leave of us to introduce general knowledge. General knowledge. General knowledge. Contestants for general knowledge, you're welcome. Identify the picture of this Ghanaian fashion designer. Can you see? Does anybody have the answer in the audience? Does anybody have the answer in the audience? Virgin Abloh is the right answer. Please put your hands together for him. Virgin Abloh is the right answer. Virgin is the right answer. Contestants, pay attention to this. Listen to this and tell me who is speaking.
Some fake news, which is being circulated, that I granted an interview to say that Honorable Adjua received permission from
Services Primary and Junior High School.
The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Bagben.
Please put your hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends round 4 of the contest. Let's bring on stage the other contestants. Let them join us on stage. Other contestants, please join us on stage. Join us on stage quickly. That is the end of round 4 of the contest and the end of the round. We'll find out the scoreboard for round 4. Please put your hands together for the contestants. Ladies and gentlemen here, and those of you watching us at home, at the end of round 4, here are your scores. Lawala's 5 had 0 points. Services Junior High School had 20 points. 20 points. Put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for them. And as round 4 is ending the competition, these are the final results at the end of the competition. At the end of the 4 rounds of questions, this is the final results. Lawala's 5 had 40 points. Put your hands together for them. Put your hands together for them. And Services Junior High School had 100 points. Contestants, you've done very well. You should be proud of yourselves. You've made yourselves proud. You've made your schools very proud for taking up the stage to participate in a contest like this. I believe you come back stronger the next time, like you said. Unfortunately, that'll be the end of the road for you. The Wireless 5 Primary and Junior High School. For Services Primary and Junior High School, moving on to the next stage of the competition. Contestants, thank you so much. Let's have a short socialization, good sportsmanship here. Give yourselves fist bumps and take leave of us. Please put your hands together for the contestants.
Go to www.thesharksquiz.com for questions and answers and for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the second contest in episode 3. The Sharks Quiz competition is brought to you by Kellogg's. It is also sponsored by Indomie, sponsored by Ashesi University, Academic City College, Family Health Medical School. My name is Noble Crosby and I've been your quiz master for the episode. We'll come back again next time. Bye-bye.